Welcome everybody. It's my pleasure this morning to give the first presentation of the workshop. I would like to extend my thanks to Nino and Tamar and all the organising committee and scientific committee for the great work they've done in putting this workshop together, and also the General Assembly meetings that will happen later in the week. My only regret is that we won't be here in person in Tbilisi. I've been lucky to visit in the past, and I know it's a wonderful city, but I'm sure we will still have a successful meeting. So in my short presentation, I'm just going to give some background about Eurachem's activities and how it actually works. And it's great to see so many people here from all over the world, but I'm guessing some of you may not be so familiar with Eurachem's work, so hopefully this will give you some background. So what's Eurachem's focus? Well, it's all around measurement, quality, and you can see on the diagram here that we're really interested in the whole measurement life cycle. So this is from understanding the needs of a laboratory's customers, understanding why measurements are being made, through to ensuring the quality of the analytical stage, and then focusing on reporting and interpretation. So although in the past Eurachem has been very much focused on the activities of the analysts in the laboratory, more recently we've been looking at the much bigger picture and understanding the importance of ensuring quality at every step of the process. If we don't understand the issues of our clients, if we don't ensure that samples are taken correctly, then what happens actually in the laboratory after that may have limited value. So we're focused on issues from the client's issue right through to decisions that might be made on the measurement results. So what is Eurachem? It's effectively a network of networks. It's not open to individual participations. It's a network of national Eurachem organisations. So this week is actually being hosted by GLAB, which is the Eurachem organisation in Georgia. And we'll see later on, we also have some of the other liaison organisations as well. We were founded in 1989. And as I said, our focus is all around analytical quality. I've shown you the wider measurement life cycle, but we do have particular focus of issues around ensuring the traceability of measurement results, method validation, and measurement uncertainty. One of our key aims is to provide authoritative guidance documents in these areas, and also organising workshops and events such as the activities that are happening this week. Our primary audience is really laboratories that are involved in analytical measurement, but really we're also trying to reach anybody who has an interest in analytical data and how it is used. So that would include perhaps accreditation bodies and other related organisations. So this is a map of our membership. We currently have 36 members. So you can see we have coverage all over Europe. Eurachem is really focused on geographical Europe, I would say, rather than political Europe. So we're not an EU body, but full membership is open to countries within the EU and EFTA, and also the European Commission, but it is also open to EU accession states and also countries that have an association agreement with the European Union. But we also have associate membership, and that's for other countries that are within the geographical Europe and are interested in analytical measurements, but don't fit one of the full membership categories. We also recognise the importance of collaboration across organisations. So we have a number of liaisons in place with a whole range of organisations, both European and international. So these are other bodies that also have a similar focus around the quality and validity of analytical data. And recently, in the last year or so, I'm pleased to say that we've actually formalised some new memoranda of understanding. So we now have formal collaboration agreements in place with Eurolab, NMKL, and the European section of AOAC. So what are our key activities? Well, it's all around disseminating good practice. So our key activities are around delivering workshops and trainings. So those can be international workshops such as this, or perhaps also maybe local events hosted by members. And as a lot of you may be aware, we also produce a range of guidance documents, which are disseminated via our website. And we also encourage the translation of documents to reach as wide an audience as possible. And as well as our full guides, we produce a range of leaflets as well. So this work is actually delivered through our working groups. So all of our member countries are encouraged to nominate experts to participate in the working groups. And some of these working groups are actually joint activities with some of our partner organisations. So for example, a number of these working groups are actually joint activities with SciTac. So these are our currently active working groups. You can see that some of them have a very kind of specific focus, so maybe around method validation or proficiency testing, but some perhaps have a broader outlook. So there's a working group on education and training and also around reference materials. So it's the working groups that actually produce our guidance documents. So just to give you an idea of the range of activities on the slide here, this just gives a summary of all the workshops since 2010. We actually have workshops going back probably right till almost 1989 when Eurachem was formed, but these are some of the more recent ones, and you can see there are certain themes that keep appearing, and again it's all around ensuring the quality of data. In addition to these main workshops, as I mentioned, a lot of our national members will also organise their own workshops and training events. What have we got coming up in the future? Well, over the last 2 years, obviously everything has been online. I'm really pleased that Eurachem has continued to be extremely active during this period. We've learned a lot about online collaboration, online delivery, and I think we have succeeded in delivering a full programme. And I think there are some benefits of online events. It gives greater opportunities for participation. But I think we also recognise that what's missing is that face-to-face interaction and those networking opportunities. So we're hopeful that in the coming year, there will be at least some return to face-to-face events. So the main events that are planned for 2023 will be the next Eurachem Week, which is planned to be in Bern in Switzerland, and that will also have an associated technical workshop. And then also we have the 10th Eurachem workshop on proficiency testing. Now, some of you may be aware, this is an event that has been deferred a couple of times. It's one of our largest events and really does benefit from face-to-face participation. So the decision was made to delay this conference until we were confident that it will happen actually as a in-person event. So hopefully we may see some of you in the UK in September 23 for the 10th proficiency testing workshop. In terms of our guidance documents, this is really one of Eurachem's core activities. So all our guidance is available freely at the Eurachem website, and there are 3 main types of guidance that we produce. So there are our full guides, which provide recommendations on good practice. We also, in some situations, provide some supplementary guidance. So these are shorter documents which maybe amplify or illustrate some topics that are covered in a full guide. And then we have our information leaflets. So these are typically 2-page documents that introduce a guide or provide information on a topic of interest. As I mentioned before, translations are available, so we encourage all of our Eurachem members to arrange translations of these guides, but also we do actually have translations in some non-member languages as well, and they're also available on the website. I won't read this full list, but this is a summary of all the current guidance documents. The best thing to do if you're interested is to visit the website and see what's available. I just wanted to highlight our newest guide. So last November, a new guide was published around the performance and estimating uncertainty in qualitative analysis. And I think this is a very important area. In the past, most of our work was probably really focused on quantitative measurement. So I think it's really important to recognise that there are issues that do need to be addressed, ensuring the quality of qualitative tests as well. I mentioned the information leaflets. So I said these are short briefing documents on specific topics, and they're intended to inform a wide audience, and often a guide will be accompanied by an introductory leaflet, but also we have leaflets that focus on specific topics as well. Again, I won't read through these whole slides. We have a huge number of leaflets which are all available on the website. So for example, the Proficiency testing working group has been very active in producing information leaflets, and these are shown on the slide here. But we also have a range of leaflets around measurement uncertainty and traceability, and then some other areas as well. So method validation, accreditation, and measurement terminology. And then the last points on the slide here just highlight our 2 supplements. So these relate to the use of blanks in method validation and also in planning method validation studies. And I'll actually be saying more about that in my presentation tomorrow. We have a policy in place that we revise and review guides every 5 years. And also we're always looking to identify new subjects to form the basis of a guide. So one of the guides we have in preparation at the moment is around evaluating measurement uncertainty from in-house method performance data. And we have some sessions around this area in the workshop this week. And then we have a number of guides that are currently under revision. So as I mentioned, every 5 years, we go through a process of reviewing guides 5 years after publication, and then taking a decision as to whether they warrant revision. So these are a number of guides that are currently undergoing that review and revision process. We have a new activity. We recognise the importance of sampling as a key aspect of that measurement life cycle. So last year, a new joint task group was formed between the method validation working group and the uncertainty from sampling working groups, and they're looking at how to ensure the validity of sampling steps. There's been quite a lot of activity already. It's a very important topic. I think just a couple of weeks ago, there was a joint discussion forum held online between Eurachem and Eurolab. And also there is a session around this issue during the workshop this week. So I'm sure that will be of interest to a lot of the participants here. How is Eurachem administered? Well, we have our General Assembly members, and then we also have an executive committee as well. And we have 3 chairs who collaborate on the sort of day-to-day running and organisation of Eurachem, and that runs on a 2-year cycle. So this is actually one of my last activities as the current Eurachem Chair. So at the General Assembly this week, I will be handing over to Isabel, who's chairing this session, and Marina Patriarca, who I think is also here. She was the past chair, but we will be nominating a new vice chair at the upcoming meeting. There is a secretariat. I say the day-to-day running, it's really the secretariat that keeps things under control and running smoothly. At the moment, this is held by LGC in the UK, but as we hand over the chairship, it will then pass to Belgium. But we have a consistent point of contact. So if you ever need to contact Eurachem, have any questions or need further information, then please use the Secretariat email address. And then that's just a reminder of our website. But we do have a number of ways you can keep in touch with us. So in addition to the website, we have a LinkedIn page, which you can follow. And we also have a Twitter account, and we also have YouTube channel as well. So if you look on the YouTube channel, you will find some videos about Eurachem activities and also recordings of presentations from previous workshops. And then finally, if you would like to get regular periodic updates about Eurachem activities, then you can subscribe to our mailing list and you'll get an email about 3 times a year, just updating you on our work. So thank you for your time. Just to sum up, so our main focus is around guidance documents, and we're continuing to review and develop new documents. And just a reminder of the international events that we have coming up next year. But again, you'll find all the information on our website. So just one slide from me. I've attempted to sum up what Eurachem is in these slides, but I think I could distill it just to one slide and say really that Eurachem is people. It's all about its members. So we are nothing without our active members in our General Assembly and in our working groups. So this was our meeting from May 2021, and I think we will have a new slide this year from a General Assembly with the participants at the Georgia meeting. So thank you for your time, and I wish you all a very successful workshop.